Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com. And I'm back, really glad to be back today. I am back in the saddle. Last week I was in Florida for a big family wedding, and we flew in late last night, and I am really glad to be home in my own bed. We had a fabulous time. It was so relaxing, and we spent a lot of really quality time with family. More time with some family members than we've had in a long time. So it was absolutely fabulous and much needed. And I must say, we stayed with my sister-in-law and her husband, and I tell you, she really spoiled us rotten. Well, they did together. So we are back to reality, having had a really good break. So I am ready to share some things with you tonight. Oh, I realize I'm a minute early. Wow, that almost never happens. I tend to run a little behind, but I was ready to go. So here we are. And I have some things to show and tell with you tonight. And then we're going to do just a little bit of stamping. And yes, that is what is on tap for tonight. Now, I have my host code right here. I still have an active host code, and that is for the projects that I meant to schedule to go live when I would be on Thursday. But yeah, I released it before I left because I needed to. And then, yeah, I couldn't figure out how to make it go on the Thursday. And yeah, I just did what I could do. So let me show you those projects really quick, because this is my free online card class for this month. So these projects, you can get these project packets free in the mail with my host code. That is with a $35 online order using my host code. Now, if you are one of my live customers in person, you're going to make a couple of these cards at our card class on Saturday. But see, it's the same concept. So they get the class free with an order, and you're getting the projects free with an order, but I have to mail yours to you. Now, they're not going to be doing this little 3D project, but these are the ones that I demonstrated for you last week on a pre-recorded video. And like I said, you can still get these for free, these project packets in the mail with this host code. Now, this is free with a $35 order. Everything is cut and prepped for you, all these pretty dies and everything. And then if you bump your order up to $50, you would get a free celebration reward. So you might want to pick this beautiful Flight and Airy paper or one of the other awesome projects or products. And then if you bump your order up to $75, I'm going to give you these really pretty pearls that are just, you know, these are in color pearls, but really they are Easter egg colors. So I love them. Hey, Tasha. Hey, Kim. I'm glad you're here with me. So that is the story with my host code and the online projects. You also do get PDF tutorials with these. So that's my host code special that I'm running. And I just recorded my video to share my my card club for this month. So I have Candy's Card Club going out. Well, it goes out March the 17th, but you can, it just now is going live, and you can register for that through the 12th. And this is a subscription. You can get a single month. You pay more, but it's an awesome value with my subscription. And this month they're getting a half a package of this gorgeous, lovely and lavender paper, all that you need to make these 8 fun card projects. Also getting a package of these paper butterfly accents, which you're going to use on your projects. And then you also get a package of these purple shimmer gems. These are actually not in the store right now. These are unavailable, but they will be available by the time I'm ready to ship out my kits. So, and you also get a yard of linen thread, which you're going to use some little bits and pieces of along the way. So what I like to do when I release Candy's Card Club is I like to give you an extra project online just to show you how you could use these same elements and maybe a few others to create something, another project. Basically, it's just another free project for you. So let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm using the offcut from this. So here I brought in these beautiful dies. Now this is from the Garden Meadow. This is a bundle. Now you can get them singly. Let me grab this. Here we go. This is one of our online exclusives. So you can buy just the stamp set, you can buy just the dies, or you can buy them together and you get as a bundle and you get 10% off. Hey Kathy, I'm glad you're here. So one of my favorite dies in this package is this arch. And so I brought that in for this pair of cards. And I decided to show an extra way to use the offcut or the negative image there. And let's see, let's put that here. So I'm taking the same piece of Designer Series paper and I'm going to make another card with that. Now this time I'm going to use a Pool Party card base. And you can see how this comes together really quickly. Now let me show you. I'm not going to do this on camera because I'm in a little bit of a hurry tonight. But I really love this die. So let me show you. These dies are really awesome. You have all of these beautiful kind of postage stamp style dies. I'm not totally sure what to do with these yet. I think these make things where you can do little hinges and like little envelopes and things. This reminds me, see that little butterfly in there? This is like a little postage, like when you, a metered postage element. So what I did was I ran it through my die cutting machine. You see, it doesn't cut it out. It gives you an impression. And I added just a little bit of Pretty Peacock ink to just make it pop a little bit more and give it just a little bit more definition so you could see it really easily. So that's coming together really nicely. Now I wanted to use, this is actually the Celebration ribbon that you can get free, but I'm actually going to put it behind there so I have just a little bit peeking out. So let's bring that in, and I am going to, you see, it would be really pretty with this piece too. But I will tell you that I absolutely love, this is probably my favorite piece of paper in the set. So, no surprise, I'm wanting to use that one. But these designer papers are really gorgeous. This whole suite, it's actually a mega suite. And what that means is there's 2 stamp sets and 2 sets of dies that coordinate with the paper and the gems. And the one that I'm using for my card club is the one with all of the greetings. The other one is beautiful, the lavender one, but it doesn't have any greetings. And for my stamp club members, I want them to be able to do the projects just with the stamp set that I'm featuring. And so I typically don't bring in other stamps. I'll bring other dies, but not other stamps. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I do have a butterfly that I think I'm going to use. And I am going to take, I can't thank you enough, and I'm going to heat emboss it. So let's see how this goes. This is one of my mini creations. It's only in my head, and we shall see how it works. Now, typically when you are going to heat emboss, you would use an embossing buddy. And the reason you use an embossing buddy, let me grab it. So this is what it looks like. It's part of our embossing editions. And this has like a really fine powder in here. You tap, tap, tap it. And it's an anti-static powder because your embossing powders are highly static. They have a ton of electricity. And I don't want that typically going where I don't want it to go. So in other words, I can start sprinkling this on here and it will stick to places because of the static. Now tonight, I'm not going to do that, and I'll tell you why. If I have little flecks here, I think it actually will look good. So I'm not going to be fussed about having it like totally stay within the bounds of my Versamark ink. So I'm going to use my Versamark ink. I can't thank you enough. Now, these Versamark ink pads will last you literally. I've had mine I have one of my Versamark pads I've had for 15 years. No joke. So they last a long, long time. Hello, Pam. I'm glad you're with us tonight. So I'm just going to stamp this here at the bottom of my arch. And again, I'm using Versamark. And now I like to just keep my colors in my different embossing powders in a little container. Now, it does need to be airtight so that it doesn't escape. If this starts escaping, yeah, it's so fine. It will get absolutely everywhere, and I really don't want that. Now, can you see what's happened here? You can see where I have bits and pieces of little smudges of this embossing powder because I did not use the embossing buddy. Now, flicking it has removed a lot of it, but I'm still going to get a little bit of overhang here. And you know what? I'm just going to do this because I actually kind of want a little bit of that. I think it's going to look cool. So I'm not wanting it to be super perfect. I'm wanting it to have little smudges and little bits and pieces of that silver embossing powder. Now, let's just pop this under here like so, just to anchor it. And here is my heat tool. Hey, Corinne, I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Thank you, ladies, for sharing my video. Now, with the heat tool, you want to go all the way up. It's 0 is off. 1 is on low, and that's what you use when you are heat embossing on vellum. 2 is what you're going to use the most. And you do need to let it heat up just a minute. And then you're going to just hold it over where you've placed your, you see how, it's just like magic. Now you see those little overhang bits? I like that. I want it to be there. But then it's also bringing my words. Now notice I'm not doing this because you'll be here for a while. You want it to go quickly and easily. And let's just see if there's any more. I don't think any more caught. Okay, I kind of like it. Hello, Catherine from Jacksboro. I'm glad you're liking this. So you can see how my imperfect, planned imperfection is to have that little smudgy with the silver embossing. Okay, so now here is my card base, and I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. And I'm liking it. I'm thinking it's coming together nicely. Not sure what. I think I'm going to actually use some, to tie into this silver embossing, I think I'm going to use a couple of rhinestones. From warm Minnesota, you know, Jolene, it was 85 degrees here today, and I am not ready for 85. Thankfully, it only popped up there for about 2 hours, and then it's cooling back down tonight. So, Corinne, the designer series paper is part of my card club this month. So this is it right here. It's this Lovely in Lavender, I think is the name. And this is my favorite piece, which has no lavender, although I will say I do love the lavender pieces as well. But I tell you, I do love Pretty Peacock, and I'm not a big blues girl. I have some customers who are like all about the blues, and I'm not typically, but this is a very greeny blue, and I really, really love it. Okay, so now watch the magic. I mean, look at that. You just don't even need very much at all, do you? But I think I am going to bring in some rhinestones. 52 today, and you're getting 62 on Monday. Wow. Big warming trends right now, which we've had a pretty cool winter, at least for us here in San Antonio. Now, yeah, see, that's going to pick up that silver embossing. Just super simple, you know, pretty paper. And I think that what I'm going to do is add a little bit of stuff. Hang on, let me get my thing here for you. One of my studio assistants, Pat, she's my gadget queen, and she brought me this, and I'll give you a link. I think it's called Artist Tack, and it's really cool. So you open it like this, and then, let's see, I think I'm going to go this way. You just press in to that, and then you lift, and this has adhesive on it now. And so when you're doing these really fine things, it's pretty nifty. So that's all I have to do, and that's stuck down. No glue and no fuss. So you do have to be a little bit mindful because you'll pick up a little bit of extra if you press too hard. So that is my new best friend. I do like this stuff. Again, I think it's called Artist Tack. She gets it from Amazon, and she brought me this piece. I will definitely be getting more when you're doing these super fine cuts, because see, this is not even like, I could add adhesive sheet if it were a die cut, but this is just, you just, Stampin' Up! Has these. They're $8, and you get like, I don't know, is it 8 each of 5 different butterflies? 40 butterflies, it's a really good deal. And they're different sizes. Some of them are open like this, or see, some of them are open, and see, I've added ink. Some of them are resting. Here I've added ink to this one. So there's different sizes. You can add ink or not. So I really, really do like them. Hey, Simone, I'm glad to see you here. Yeah, Corinne, I hear you about this. Okay, so now I'm just going to add a few rhinestones, and I think what I'm going to do, I could add them right here to the body, but I think rather I'm going to have raining rhinestones instead, because I'd rather have like numerous little bits of the silver and the shine versus having like just in one place, because I've already got this silver here. So that's just my quick and easy card, and that came from the offcut from this card for my club members. So this is just another way to use the things that already come in your card club kit. So that is all the stamping I have for you tonight. Again, for those of you who've come on a little bit late, I'm releasing my card club, Candy's Card Club tonight. And I will attach the sign-up link for this. And the other thing I've got going is, oh, I got one more thing to show you. I knew there was something else to show you. Let me show you really quick again. These are the free packets you can get when you place an order with my host code. I wanted to show you one more thing. So Lisa Ray is one of my team members, and she is amazingly creative, and I commissioned her to start doing my top 5 cards. And I love what she's done with these. Each one of these is a little bit different because she's incorporated various elements of this designer paper that is a free celebration item. The paper for the butterflies, this is actually a package. So let me show you. Mary's asking, this is how they come. They come like this, and you get 8, let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah, you get 8 sheets of 5. So these are really, and it's $8. These are in our spring catalog. And my, if you're a part of my stamp club, you will get these with your card kits for March. So this paper is free with celebration. I don't know if you can see it, but she's even added little bits of Wink of Stella here and incorporated these fabulous dies, which I used last month in my card, in Candy's Card Club. And she's incorporated, let me see if I can grab my, yeah, here we go. She's incorporated the graduation stamp set. She's really good at thinking outside the box, and I love what she's done with this. Let's see. Where is it? Because I know people are going to ask, and let's just see if I can find it here. What is the name of the stamp set? It's probably Cap and Gown, page 57. So she used the Cap and Gown stamps. So you could use this not just for graduation, for any kind of an achievement, which I love. I never would have thought of that. And then she hasn't used the stamps and dies from the trusty toolbox. Rather, she's fussy cut these. And look how, now she's added some dry embossing here. And look how she's done the inside. She's done little, you know how you get the edges on your designer paper? She's incorporated those on the inside. So each of these is a little bit different based on you know, what was available to cut out of the designer paper. And I just think they're exquisitely done. See how she's just used those little edge cuts, which I've done before, but I think she's just done a fabulous job with them. So I wanted to share that with you because this paper is only available through the end of this month, and that is free with a $50 order. So if you place a $50 order with my host code, you could get this paper for free and get my project packets. So that is my very quick Facebook Live tonight. Lots of show and tell and a little bit of demonstration. And I thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and God bless.